Yeah, I would say this wine paired with a cheese board, you can't go wrong if you're doing a dinner party. I mean, seriously, there's not much better things in life than a nice wine with some good cheese, and chatting with your friends.
Not better than the birth of your children or getting married to your husband, for example.
I'm Victoria. Welcome to my channel called Come Back with Wine, where I review affordable wines in a light-hearted way. During this episode, I will introduce you to my favorite wine of the month. Now, my favorite wine this month is this beautiful Pinot Noir from Sancerre, which retails at $15.99 at Waitrose. Now, this one was introduced to me a couple of weeks ago by some friends at a barbecue lunch, and it was absolutely amazing. We had this wine paired with a cheese board. Now, if you want to host an unforgettable dinner party, I recommend that you always propose a lovely cheese board along with a nice wine. Now, for the perfect cheese board, I will recommend 3 to 4 cheeses. First of all, a hard cheese, so that could be a cheddar, a manchego, also a ratti, a comté. Then a soft cheese, which could be a brie or a camembert. Then a blue cheese, which could be either continental blue or a Stilton. And then a fourth one could be, anything a bit different, could be a goat's cheese, kind of any one that takes your fancy. Now, I would say to accessorize your cheese board to make it a bit more exciting, I always like to serve mine, for example, with a chutney, and my favorite chutney actually is a fig chutney. I think it goes so well, especially with blue cheese. And you can also have a few fruits on the side, so some figs or some pears or apple. It's always well received with the cheese, and it kind of cuts through the fattiness of the cheese as well. Burgundy is the heartland of Pinot Noir, where it also originates from. It's got the perfect climate, which is a cool, moderate climate, because Pinot Noir is a very temperamental grape. That's also why it's nicknamed the heartbreak grape. Now, Pinot Noir is very hard to harvest because it's prone to rot, but it also doesn't do very well in warm weather. That's also why Pinot Noir represents the most expensive wines in the world. But when it's done really well and you find a great Pinot Noir, it's unbelievable. The complexity of flavors, the depth, the elegance of the aromas is just a beautiful wine. So now, today, we are going to try actually a Pinot Noir, not from Burgundy, from Sancerre, which is about 2.5 hours west of Burgundy, and the climate is slightly different. It's more of a continental climate versus the cooler climate. Now, continental, what it means it's got very hot summers but very cold winters. So let's try this one and see how we get. So I've decanted the wine for 30 minutes to make sure that we open the nose of the wine. As you can see, as I'm pouring it, it's quite a pale color, quite light. And that's what you'd be expecting from a Pinot Noir. Now let's see what I'm getting on the nose. Ooh, lots of fruits. So red fruit, plum. I'm getting quite a subtle smell of oak, so a bit of vanilla.
I don't know how you can smell anything over the smell of that blue cheese.
That's true, it's quite overpowering, but I love it. The smellier the better. And I'm getting some spice, so let's see. Oh, it's as good as I remember it to be. Delicious. Loads of fruits, kind of, I'd say, medium to high tannins. It's quite tannic. And acidity medium, but very fruity. As I said, cherries, plum, kind of vanilla, but quite subtle oak. But it's there and it's quite elegant. And then I would say also clove, so that's the spiciness I'm kind of finding in that wine. So yeah, and the finish is quite a long, medium to long finish. Really happy with that wine. So I would say for $15.99, that wine is amazing, and I would give it a value score of 9 out of 10. I mean, it is my one of the month after all, so I do have to push the boat on the value score front. But yeah, I would say this wine paired with a cheese board, you can't go wrong if you're doing a dinner party. I mean, seriously, there's not much better things in life than a nice wine with some good cheese, and chatting with your friends.
Not better than the birth of your children or getting married to your husband, for example.
Oh, of course, but you have to enjoy the little pleasures in life, and for me, cheese and wine is definitely up there with one of the best things. So yes, thank you very much for watching my channel. Please subscribe, press like, share it with your friends, and I will be reviewing other wines that I will be posting shortly. My next video will be actually on Prosecco. What's the best Prosecco between a Sainsbury's Taste the Difference, Tesco Finest, and Morrison's the best. So thank you very much. See you soon. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.